Hi VC, back again with another video. Yeah, I've still got the same t-shirt on because I've recorded all these videos in one night. There we go. Dedicated to the cause. So, if you've already seen my dad's record collection video, then you'll know roughly about the circumstances that have been happening to me and my family in the last couple of weeks. So last Sunday, a week ago today, I was at home in London with not much to do because it was a Sunday, and I thought, what am I going to do? I've got to get out of here. I've got to get out today. So I had a quick flick through Google, and I just looked for some record stores that are open on Sunday. And I found one in Watford, which was the LP Cafe. It's near, if you're ever in Watford, it is near the town hall or the central library, I don't know. There's a whole load of official buildings, and then there's a big road, and then opposite that is the LP Cafe. So I went along, had a look in a few of the charity shops on the way. Nothing going, nothing doing. It was terrible. But I stopped by the LP Cafe. Now, when you get there, outside is just a big rack of records, and it's your typical charity shop finds. It's like there is some tat outside, real tat. I mean, but don't let that put you off. So I looked through. I actually did find some stuff outside, which I'm going to show you first. First off, now if you've been watching my videos, you know how much I like this crew. This is Status Quo, Blue for You. I actually do have a repress of this, but I had a look at this, and it's actually pretty good nick. Well, the record's in pretty good nick. The cover's a bit tatty, but it's the original gatefold pressing. So I thought, yeah, and this was £1, so I thought, right, I'll have that. That'd be cool. And then I saw this, which is Kings of the Sun. Now, this is an Aussie band. I think the most famous thing about this lot was that one of their tracks was featured in Neighbours one time, I think. I vaguely remember hearing it there. Vaguely. But a mate of mine at uni had this album, and I think I've got it on CD. But there's this, the first track on the first side is brilliant. It's called Serpentine, and it's just real rocking track. The rest of the album I can't really tell you an awful lot about, but Serpentine, for £1, it's just worth it having Serpentine on vinyl. Right, so a bit more rooting through the pound section, and I found this one, which is the J Girls Band and Freeze Frame. This is the one with their only big UK hit on, Centerfold. I haven't listened to this yet, but this was another £1, and it looks in good shape. Cover's not brilliant, but the record looks pretty good. So I'm really quite pleased that I found that for £1. That's cool. And then the final one I found for £1, cover needs re-gluing, but I just picked up a copy of Tropico by Pat Benatar. I do like her stuff, and I thought, this is the original album with Weave Your Long One. I did get a copy of her greatest hits the other day. And Love Is a Battlefield, but I thought, right, okay, £1. Whoa, can't go wrong. So there we go. So that was outside, and then I went in, and it's a great little place. Absolutely brilliant. You go in, you got a coffee bar on the right, and then in front of the coffee bar on the right hand side, you got New Vinyl and World Vinyl, I think that was right. I should have taken a video. And then on the left, you've got the Bargain Bucket, which is basically albums for £3, and then you've got the main second-hand section along the back wall, and then tables and stuff, and they play records. I mean, it was great. When I went in, they were playing a Falco album, and it was actually quite good. So there you go. But I went through the... Oh, I've got to get these in a little bit of order. I went through the £3 section first, and I managed to pick up some really good stuff for £3. First one I found, now, yeah, it's Dame Shirley. Now, I showed a Shirley Bassey album called Something, which is Shirley going rock in the late 60s. And on that, Headley said, you should listen to a track called Jezahel, or Hezahel, I don't know how you pronounce it. So I checked that out on Spotify, or online anyway, and the rest of the album is awful. I mean, it is not good, but that track is absolutely cracking. So I thought, right, it must be on another album somewhere. She's got compilations coming out of her ears, and I didn't have a decent Shirley compilation. So, for £3, I picked up this double album, and it's got Jezebel on it, and it is fantastic. But it's got all kinds of stuff on here. I mean, it's got Goldfinger on it, Diamonds Are Forever, Big Spender, Sending the Clowns. I mean, you know what you're getting with the Shirley album. She's got a version of My Way on it. But basically, I paid £3 for one track, with a few other tracks thrown in. Good deal as far as I'm concerned. Right, so that's that one. This next one, which was £3, I've been after for years. This is the Bolshoi, and this album is Friends. Now, on the first track on side one of this album is a track called Away, and it is a stonking mid-80s indies track. The rest of the album is not too shabby either, but Away is just, if I was going to compile a list of the 20 greatest songs of the 80s, Away would be on it. Absolutely fantastic. Why wasn't it a hit? But then, why wasn't a load of records a hit? So, well, there you go. So that's the Bolshoi and Away. The next record I got for £3, I've been looking for a copy for ages. Basically because I remember Noel Gallagher banging on about this record for ages. It's one of his favourite records. I did find a copy, a beaten up copy for £1 in a charity shop, but it was just too far gone. Got a lovely copy for £3 though. So I've listened to this before, and it's good. There's some really good songs on here. I'm so chuffed to have a copy of this now. So the best of the Bee Gees. It's all their 60s stuff. So you've got things like Holiday, I've Got to Get a Message to You, Words, Massachusetts, New York Mining Disaster 1941. It's a great album, great record that is. If you've seen some of my other videos, and this isn't the first one you've seen, then you'll also know that I've been after the Peter Gabriel solo albums, and I picked up a copy of Plays Live for £3, which I was well surprised at. I thought this would be closer to a tenner, but it's in great shape. It's got loads and loads of great tracks on it, and I'm dead chuffed to get it. So there we go, Peter Gabriel, Plays Live. And then the final one, now if you've watched my Gimme 10 of 84, you'll already have seen this, but I've always wanted a copy of this on vinyl. Simple Minds, Sparkle in the Rain, my favourite Simple Minds album. Yes, I like it more than New Gold Dream. Yes, it's probably heresy, but who gives a... I love this record. Just love it. Right. So, LP Cafe. Fantastic place. And I went up to pay for the records, and the guy behind the counter just said, right, this is on me, because I ordered a coffee, and he gave me a free coffee. So what more can you ask for? Free coffee, loads of records, music, listening to music on the stereo, just bliss. So this was day one of my great Hertfordshire road trip. I didn't intend to do it, but it turned into a little bit more of an odyssey. So, part one's over. Where do I go next? And what do I find? Right. See you, VC. Bye.